Hey friends, welcome. Picture this, a garden, vibrant and full of life, teeming with flowers you've lovingly cultivated. It's a place that brings you joy and peace, but without clear fences or borders, it becomes vulnerable. Strangers wander in, trample your flowers, and leave nothing but broken stems and footprints behind. Now, think of your life as that garden. Your energy, your time, and your mental peace are the flowers you've nurtured. And without boundaries, that precious space can be overrun, leaving you exhausted and resentful. So today I want to inspire you to guard that garden without guilt. Let's explore how setting boundaries is not only necessary, but powerful, and how you can do it with compassion and strength. Let's jump in. Understand the purpose of boundaries. So boundaries are not walls, they're bridges. They don't shut people out, but guide them in understanding what you need to stay healthy and whole. Think of them as acts of love. Love for yourself and respect for those around you. When you set boundaries, you're telling others, this is how I can best show up. Not just for me, but for you too. And people who set clear boundaries are less prone to anxiety and burnout, leading to better mental health overall. Remember, boundaries are acts of self-preservation, not selfishness. Recognize your right to set boundaries. Did you know? You know this already. I guess I don't need to say, did you know? I guess I'm going to make a statement. You have the right to protect your space, your energy, and your peace. Now, too often we feel guilty for saying no, as if we're breaking some unwritten rule. But think of this. If you continuously say yes at the cost of your own well-being, you're not giving people the best of you. You're giving them what's left of you. Studies show that those who assert their needs without guilt experience higher self-esteem and better mental health. Your right to boundaries is your right to wellness. Never forget that. Be clear and direct. When it comes to boundaries, clarity is kindness. Being vague or apologetic only invites misunderstanding. If you need time for yourself, don't say, I think I might be busy. Say, I won't be available this evening. Clear, direct words aren't harsh. They're honest, and honesty breeds trust. And clear communication is linked to reduced conflict and stronger relationships. The clearer you are, the more others will respect and understand your boundaries. Use I statements. I statements are your greatest ally. They take blame out of the conversation and open up doors to understanding. Instead of, you're always interrupting me, try, I need to finish my thoughts to feel heard. This small shift is powerful because it centers your needs without alienating others. And research shows that I statements can reduce defensiveness and increase empathy in conversations. Remember, how you frame your words can change everything. Practice consistency. Picture training a muscle. Your boundaries work the exact same way. Set them and hold them consistently. Yes, people may push back, especially if they're not used to it at first. But every time you reinforce a boundary, you're teaching others that your peace isn't up for negotiation. Now, consistency reinforces behavior. By standing firm, you're teaching people how to interact with you and earn their respect in the process. Your boundary isn't just a one-time statement. It's a commitment to yourself. Stay firm, but compassionate. Remember, boundaries don't need to be cold or harsh. They can be wrapped in empathy. You can say, I really value our time together, but I need some space to recharge. Let's catch up this weekend instead. Firmness with compassion strengthens relationships, showing that you care enough to be truthful, but you also care for yourself. And compassionate communication encourages mutual respect. It demonstrates that you value the relationship while honoring your own needs. Release the guilt. Guilt is the shadow that often creeps in when we choose ourselves. But here's what you need to remember. Protecting your well-being is not a betrayal of others. It's a commitment to showing up as your best self. Without boundaries, you run on empty, and nobody benefits from that. And cognitive behavioral therapy encourages us to challenge irrational guilt. It's not selfish to prioritize your mental and emotional health. It's essential for leading a balanced life. So, let's go back to that garden we started with. What happens when you protect it, tend to it, and set its borders with care? It thrives, blooms, and becomes a haven not just for you, but for those you love. You see, your life deserves that same respect and attention. Boundaries are not barriers. They're invitations to healthy, meaningful connections. They tell others, this is how we can share my garden without harming it. It's beautiful, isn't it? So, the next time guilt whispers in your ear, I want you to ask yourself, am I protecting my garden or letting it be overrun? Choose to nurture your space. Choose to protect your peace. Choose boundaries without guilt. And watch as your garden, or your life, and your relationships flourish in ways that you never imagined. And if anybody's worth it, you are. If anybody can do it, you can. And I love this time we spend together every day. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. I'll have some new great ideas. I'll see you then, friends. Have a beautiful day.